Do I look at you or the camera?
You'll just look right at me. You'll just ignore the camera.
Okay.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback.
I can already see it now. Cam running down the tunnel with the crowd chanting his name.
I hear you've been invited to train with legend H.O.I himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT.
Cameron King. Great meeting you. I'm a fan.
That's crazy. I damn near worshiped you growing up.
Who are you?
I'm him.
Who are you?
I'm him. My time.
Let's play a little catch. We going to the league! You want to play at your highest level? You want to be a legend? Because let me tell you something. This ain't a game. Who are they? Just gonna toss the ball around a little. You wanna hit this? You can't handle it. I understand. Oh, too slow.
Wait, what are we doing?
That man's smile about to be on the floor. This is how you do your teammate?
What is this?
Set hard! Eagle notes, enemies, set hard! Set hard! Set hard! In this game, violence is rewarded, so learn to enjoy it. Get your shit together! Activate my hip.
Cam, are you okay?
I think something's off.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Now we playing some football!
Don't have to do this.
Activate my hip.
I've never been more certain of anything in my life.
And how bad does Cameron Cade want it? I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
I'm not just gonna give it to you. You got to take it.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
What if I say no?
Run. Think of it as a gift from the God. Killer, but don't push me. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Everything!
Khan, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Mashiach Yahushai, Priest Zabach,
Brother Nalah.
Priest Zabach, and Brother Nalah on the camera. Again, coming back at you with another movie review. Right, what we breaking down tonight, Nalah?
A movie called Him.
The movie Him by Jordan Peele. I don't know why I keep thinking Jordan Neely.
Right.
Jordan Neely was the brother that got killed on the train,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
By Jordan Peele directed this one. Or did Satan direct it?
Right. Khan.
So we're gonna go into this one, y'all. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, go and watch it first. If you want to do some comparative review of the movie, we don't want to spoil it. It got some surprises in it, if you can call them surprises.
Right.
The movie is just Satan. Right? You know, this one kind of confounded us. I think the Rothschilds done.
Yeah. God.
They said,
It was for the elites to watch.
Yeah.
It's like we got everything.
Right. Yeah, I see what they're saying.
Yeah, right.
I got the message. I got the memo, guys.
Right.
I remember years ago, I think it was Frontline magazine or some when I was really digging deep into my conspiracies back then, I read somewhere where that's actually a way that the Illuminati communicates.
Right.
Sometimes they do it through movie and television shows because they're like so busy and running the world and stuff. That's actually a way that they communicate.
Right.
And it's a way to keep it secret. They don't have to have a meeting. They don't have to have they don't have to have nothing recorded over the phone,
Right.
anything of that nature. So they actually communicate with each other through media. So This one was demonic, man, and it was extremely abstract.
Right,
I was like, what the hell is going on from the first like 10 minutes?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like we said upstairs, H.O.I was like, man, not even Nalah. And Zabach is going to be able to break this one down. Because, you know, we do the movie.
They did that to mess with us.
Yeah, they did that to mess with us.
They break all of it. They're not going to get this one. They're not going to be able to get this one.
They said, them two with the movie reviews, they're not going to be able to get this.
This is the first, an unbreakable down movie. I can't even break this down.
Good. They said, Nalah's not even going to be able to do a Nalah's chamber on this.
Right, good.
He ain't going to go and dig deep and surgically pick it apart.
Good.
Yo, H.O.I, man, we see what y'all did.
Gotcha.
Y'all made an unbreakable down movie. What the hell? But I'm gonna try to tackle some stuff that I saw.
Right.
I'm you know, we still gonna get something.
We still get, yeah.
We're gonna slack him. We're gonna still abstract something from it.
It's like you try to chop down an oak tree with a butter knife.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Like you trying to count all the sands on the seafloor.
Right. God.
You know what I'm saying? So but what I did get, you know. I did get something from it. Of course, I know Nalah got something from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're just laugh out loud but serious.
Right.
But this was very abstract. And it was very demonic.
Right.
And well, what I get from it on the surface is Esau's like, yo, let's just show that we're the devil.
Right.
Let's just show that this world is of the devil.
Right.
And you know, everybody always talk about Hollywood and the music industry, but they just did it through the sports industry.
Right.
I think that was the throw you off too, because it's like, you know, they always talk about Hollywood and the music, but they do demonic rituals in sports too.
Right. Absolutely.
All you niggas ain't getting those millions of dollars and ain't got to sell their soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right, so like I was saying, I lost my train of thought for a minute.
Right, about the sport sacrifice.
Right, yeah. So basically, you know, from the time that the Jay-Z, I'll use that as a reference point.
Right.
The Jay-Z Sacrifice Illuminati videos got popular.
Right.
Remember, what was that? Maybe about 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And everybody always looked at the music industry and Hollywood. Right, not so much the sports. I think a few things came out about LeBron James with the dust.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And all that. You know, with Jordan sacrificing his father. Mm-hmm. Or some conspiracy theorists say they killed Jordan's father to bring him back.
Right.
But either way, there's demonic activity in the sports also. It's all of Esau's kingdom is demonic.
Right.
But I think with this movie, honestly, Jordan Peele might have just been the face of it.
Right.
They might have just said, look, we're going to make a satanic movie. We're going to put Jordan Peele, you know, so we can say a black man directed. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Peele, there may be a little method to his madness also. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like it just some satanic damn ritualistic Hollywood movie.
Right,
and they just put a black man's name on it.
Right,
The damn movie is Satan, man.
Right.
The movie itself is Satan.
Right,
unbreakable down Satan movie.
I confused you.
Yeah,
I'm the author of confusion.
Yeah, Rothschild sitting in his damn cave in London saying,
right.
Now lines are black. They're not gonna figure this one out. And we're gonna put a black man as the director.
Right.
But Jordan Peele he's abstract anyway.
Right.
So in the beginning of the movie, well, one of the first parts I saw, you know, they were sitting down watching Marlon Wayans play. He was like the greatest quarterback, and the guy, what's the actor name?
Tariq Withers.
Tariq Withers. His name was Cam. In the remind me of Cam.
Yeah.
Right? His name was Cam in the movie.
Right.
But he was looking up to Marlon Wayans, wanting to be like him.
And the Marlon Wayans is Isaiah White.
Yeah, Isaiah White. Yeah.
But Isaiah was black.
Right, God.
The prophet Isaiah was black. But they made Isaiah white.
God. Right. So when he gets, you know, they give him this offer to go to the football camp or whatever. So when he gets to this football camp to so-called sign for this team called the Saviors.
Right.
All right. The team was called the Saviors.
Right.
Right. What I noticed interesting in the first scene, which I don't know what the hell that scene was about.
Right.
When the first Edomite, like kind of monster-looking evil man came to him.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you notice, his hat he had on looked like a chariot.
Right, right.
Remember, it was all dark.
Right.
And then you can only see his hat.
Right.
But the hat actually looked like a chariot.
Right.
Now remember, Jordan Peele, he did do the movie Nope.
Right.
He did Nope, right?
Yeah,
he did Nope about the so-called UFOs.
Yeah.
Right. They put the alien vibe on it.
Right.
But I did notice that it was like he was walking into this dark room, but it looked like a chariot was coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then some Edomite monster man came out. Whatever.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. But and I'm gonna allude to something with that later on. But right away he gets to the Savior's training camp, this football team training camp, and he meets Marlon Wayans, that was the ex, big time quarterback, Isaiah White. So they go to examine him, whatever, and we just gonna get it out the way first and foremost. They always gotta go into the side of it.
Right.
Always gotta crowbar the homosexuality. They could have left that stuff out.
Right.
They had Marlon Wayans. I believe Marlon Wayans, I don't think that guy takes a role unless it's some kind of homosexuality.
Right, right. He likes to play with that.
He loves to play with that. He loves, I don't think that man, I don't even think Hollywood gotta tell him.
And Salakia, the spirit had it to where his daughter turned into a boy now. She's a boy now. His daughter's transgender. So now he's pro-gay. Sometimes you see him with the flag wrapped around him. He said, I'm supporting my son now. This is his daughter. Got a vagina, but he said, I'm supporting my son now because he's transgender. And so he's really pro that now. Sometimes the Most High have the spirit do that. Like if you, because he's been playing with that since he was in the Wayans Brothers TV show. He always would play with that. So then the Most High had his daughter, well, I'm gonna have your daughter switch over to a boy, that caused that confusion. And Magic Johnson had that spirit too, where he was to kiss Isaiah Thomas. He used to kiss Isaiah Thomas on the cheek before games. And they had that little weird thing, and now his son is a big queen,
Right. And I don't think Magic just dealt with women. I think he might have dealt with some men in his time. But that's a heavy point.
Yeah.
And with Marlon Wayans, like I said, I have not seen a movie that I could think of. Maybe I can't think of it right now. Without him doing some homosexuality. Since Above the Rim. Above the Rim, he looked at
his joints. His rod. He peeked over at
he peeked over at pause.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? Major pause. He peeked over at
Dwayne Martin.
Dwayne Martin's Jeremy. I'm like, yo. But
that wasn't necessary. That had nothing to do with the story. They just threw that in there.
The man's like, yo, I gotta. It's like Ricky in Boys in the Hood.
Yo,
I gotta go take a leak. You walk into the store, you walk through an alley. Oh man, I gotta take a piss. With Jake, that's the advantage we got. We can go in there. Say piss against a wall.
Right.
But they didn't have what's his name?
Dwayne Martin?
With in Boys in the Hood. Cuba Gooding Jr.
They
didn't have him go look at
me. Right. That's right. Yeah.
He was following him to shoot him.
Yeah. He didn't join him.
Right, that's what dudes do.
Yeah.
We was young, you know what I'm saying? We playing basketball in the park or something like that. Yo, damn, man, ain't no bath. I gotta take a piss. And maybe your man might even hold your stuff.
Yeah.
They be like, nigga, wash your hands, man. Find somewhere to wash your hands, or whatever. But they just crowbarred that in there in Above the Rim, with Marlon Wayans. It's like he doesn't play a part unless it's got something to do inside of him.
Right.
And Hollywood uses that because he's a major figure from the Wayans family, so they use him to just push, and he willingly does it. I think he don't take a script unless he reads some kind of homosexuality.
Right.
Or he might say, oh, let me do this, let me add this in there. So right away, the homosexual, he's smacking him on his behind, talking about, pause his size.
Right.
So I see that right away. It's not even 20 minutes into the movie. 15,
Right.
10 minutes into the movie, they crowbar on the sodomite agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tariq like to say, they crowbarred it in.
Yeah.
So they're gonna push that agenda, and that's Revelations 11. You know, this is Sodom and Egypt.
Right.
All they, no matter what, they push that program. Only one was Sinners.
Sinners, right,
You know,
right.
What's the brother name?
Oh yeah. The
director
director.
Sinners. He didn't
yeah.
put that in Sinners, right?
Yeah, but his name slipped in my mind.
Ryan Coogler.
Brian Coogler, yeah.
He didn't slip that in Sinners.
Right.
But it's funny how the team in this movie was called the Saviors.
Right.
Right? But and we'll touch on that a little bit. So a few points that I saw. Right away, Marlon Wayans was like, if you want to feel like what it is to be the GOAT, right? GOAT, you know, is going into the Baphomet.
Right.
So a lot of times, Esau, he shows you that you can't get to the top of anything in this society without being Satan.
Right.
The GOAT, I know they say it's greatest of all time, but
Right.
the GOAT goes into the Baphomet, which is Satan.
Right.
So if you want to be the GOAT, that's really what this movie is going into.
Right.
It's just use football, but it's basically saying anything you want to do to make it to the top. In this system, you got to sell your soul.
Right.
You got to do a blood sacrifice. You got to
Right.
do a ritual. You got to drink blood. You got to be into homosexuality.
Right.
You got to, you know, the scene when they went to the party, that was kind of remind me a little bit of Eyes Wide Shut.
Right, right.
Tom Cruise, and I got that as a talking point later. But basically, that's the gist of what I got from the movie.
God.
Basically, it's saying, really, anything you want to do to make it in the top in this society, that's why the team is called the Saviors. Because, like 2 Corinthians, I believe is the 4th chapter or the 3rd chapter tells you, the God of this world.
Right.
Satan is the God or the Savior of this world.
Right.
So if you wanna be part of the saviors of this world, you gotta you gotta sell your soul.
Right.
That's basically the gist of the movie. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Outside of all the other wild satanic stuff, right? So they fast forward. So now,
He's Satan.
fast forward. Jay got spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, fast forward, right? So they have a party, right? They so he's getting to the training camp, right? He gets to the now when you look at the football training camps, it looks like some demonic some kind of demonic realm with you.
Yeah.
It don't look like a football camp.
Right,
It look like
right.
some kind of demonic damn sanctuary for just learning how to be Satan.
Right.
You know what
As soon
I'm
as he was driving in, it was all
Yeah.
type of people look possessed with
It
demons.
was possessed with demon.
Banging on the window, spitting on the window.
He said those were fans, like he
Yeah.
was driving into the training camp. But
Right.
when you check it out, that went into like the people worship the sports.
Yeah,
they
car.
make it their God. So when they
Yeah,
get
true.
spirits on them,
Car.
right? They had a movie called The Fan.
Right.
With Robert De Niro. He was obsessed with Wesley Snipes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you see how when they have these Super Bowls and stuff, how these Edomites be.
Right.
They be bugged out.
Yeah, car.
And then remember they had the Phillies carry.
Right, yeah.
Took the baseball from the little boy.
Right.
Like these people become obsessed
Right.
and demonic and get spirits on them over these sports.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It becomes like a god to them on the left-hand side. So I gotta show that, you know what I'm saying? And remember Marlon Wayans told him, if you want to be the best, you gotta be like that.
Right.
Basically, you gotta be ready to die for the sport, kill for the sport. Basically, you gotta make it your God.
Right.
You gotta sell your soul basically to the sport or whatever you desire to be in this society. You're not gonna be it unless you give your soul to Satan.
Right.
So, going on, they had a party. You know, the woman, she was like one of the top women of the team and everything.
Right.
And she told him to stick something up his behind.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of, but all of that was to show that what goes on in that world.
Right.
Right.
That was a subliminal
That
too.
was a subliminal.
Because it was some type of crystal thing.
Yeah.
But the subliminal messages, that would be a rod if it was in reality.
Right, and remember she had one for the vagina.
Yeah.
She said, put this in your pee.
Yeah.
And she said, you know, you're an F, or it'll feel so good or whatever.
Right.
But basically, now this is a heavy demonic pause.
Right.
Because she told him to put that up his behind.
Right.
So it's gonna have the effect of his behind.
Right.
Like it has in a woman's vagina.
Exactly. A rod.
So in
Yeah.
case a man goes up at them.
Yeah.
Because she was saying basically, if you put that in your vagina, it's gonna make it feel better.
Right.
So for him, he puts his up his behind. It's gonna feel better for him.
Yeah. It's getting you ready.
What they call it, bussy.
Yeah. It is bussy. Yeah.
So
Right.
it's just, but the point being, you know, the sodomite agenda is there, but it showed you the type of demonic sexual activity that goes on when
Right.
you want to make it to those certain levels.
Right. It was shaped like a mini obelisk.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it was off. You know what I'm saying? So they have this party, right? And he's the first party with all the females.
Right.
And he gets drunk and passes out.
Right.
But he wakes up and Marlon Wayans is sitting in the chair staring at him
Right.
with the hood over his head.
Right.
Like that roofie spirit.
Right,
That
God.
Hollywood roofie spirit.
Right.
They got an unwritten law. Don't leave your drink at a
Hell no.
party.
Hell no.
Don't leave your drink sitting around at
You
a
would
Hollywood
end up
party.
somewhere you don't even know where you at, man.
And that's how they get a lot of these celebrities.
Right.
They drug them.
Mhm.
They roofie them, and then they have their way with them. They record it, and then they
Right.
blackmail them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of remind me of that, but it was just through the sports.
Mhm.
And when Damon Wayans had the hood on his head when he woke up, he looked like a demon.
Right.
Man, looked like a black demon. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
God.
And then notice he asked her, did you F her?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Did you F the girl?
Mhm.
And when he was like, nah, I got a girl at home.
Right.
A white, you know, I got my girl. And he put the gun to his head, was like, you can't care about nothing.
Yeah.
And so it's all going with that. You got to make whatever you want to be in this world, you got to worship it, and that becomes your God.
Right.
You can't have no feelings, no care, no compassion. You belong to Satan now.
Right.
But it was going into that how Hollywood, they'll drug you and then take advantage of you.
Right.
Because the man, he woke up, Marlon Wayans was just looking at him.
Right.
Then the man spit and put the gun in his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah. Like it was a rod.
Oh my goodness.
Always some
man.
sodomy stuff with him.
But it's going into how that's what you're dealing with in that world.
Right.
They was like, we just gonna make this so demonic and such sodomy. This is gonna be a Satan movie.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But what I could gather of it, what's breakdownable
Right.
is it's all about these are the like I tell you in Revelations, thou hast known the depths of Satan.
Right.
Because you know, it was so abstract,
Yeah.
you couldn't figure it out. But the thing you could figure out is that some of the chamber of Satan.
Right. God.
That is the one thing we can figure out.
Right.
Whatever the hell they trying to show.
Right.
Because even the fans, you know, you obsessed with a sport, but they look like demons.
Right.
They
God.
had their faces painted and
Right.
teardrops coming down. It was just wow.
Yeah.
But like John said in Revelation, thou hast not known the depths of Satan.
Right.
Maybe the Rothschilds was like, look, we're going to show y'all some stuff now. Y'all not going to figure it out.
Right.
But this is some deep demonic Illuminati layers that we be tapping into.
Right.
You know what I'm
God.
saying? So, fast forward, he told Cam, Marlon Wayans told him again, if you want to be great, he said the average football player says God, family, football.
Right.
But he said, no, you got to change it. They got to be football, family, then God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, that goes into the realm of, you don't have to believe in the Most High.
Right.
You know, the Most High. That's why, like a lot of celebrities and stuff, when they win awards,
Right.
and Oscar stuff like that, they don't thank the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think there was some backlash.
Right.
At one point, people was getting backlash for thanking the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, keep that separate. Don't mention the Heavenly Father. Or,
Right.
You know, you belong to Hollywood now. You deal with Satan. Don't mention you believe in God. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, you know, they kept drugging him up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Marlon Wayans was like, look, you know, if you want to play football, we can have it to where, I think he said something about never get tired.
Right.
You never get an injury. You have super strength and stamina.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of almost going into like a superhuman spirit.
Right.
Like almost like kind of like a spiritual power.
Right.
Like, you know, we can give you spiritual power.
Right.
We can make you beyond human, like superhuman.
Right.
But that goes into also he was saying if you want to be the chosen one, right? But the chosen one is Yahshua. And we know the Most High gives us that spiritual power, and ultimately it's in Yahweh.
Right.
And it was almost like they was kind of alluding to Cam being like a Yahweh type figure.
Right.
But like Luke the 4th chapter tells you, when Satan came to Yahweh and said, you can have all this.
Right.
But you gotta bow down to me.
Right.
So that's basically what they was doing with Cam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that the superhuman spirit is like that spiritual power.
Right.
Like you're the chosen one, but you have to bow down to us. You can have all this in the world.
Right.
Remember he told him, I get you the car, I get you the house, all the women you want, but basically like this is what you gotta do.
Right.
All right. Then there was a scene, this was kind of wild, when he said, remember Cam was talking about his father.
Right.
He said, I believe my father died for us.
Right.
Right? And he said he died for us, so I'ma play for him.
Right.
Right, football. But then, right after that, if you showed it, they flashed like a scene of Christ and the 12 disciples.
Right, right.
Like he was sitting in the middle, and it was
it was the Last Supper.
It was the Last Supper. Yeah, they did like a scene of the Last Supper.
Right.
But it was interesting. They did that right after he said he died for us, so I'ma play for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai died for us, so we serve him.
Right.
We teach the gospel. We live for Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Because he died for Israel, so we live for him.
Right.
And then they show an image of the Last Supper.
Right.
So that was basically like another allusion to like a Yahweh Shai type figure. Because they had Cam in the middle, and then 12 people on each side sitting, like the Last Supper. But I caught that. He said, I feel like my father died for us, so I should play for him. But Yahweh Shai died for Israel, and we should live for him.
Right.
We should live for him by serving him and doing the work and preach the gospel. So there was another. Now fast forward to another scene. They kept having Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans was like Satan. Right. Like he was like Satan tempting the chosen one. Right. And the dynamic between Marlon Wayans and Cam was also like kind of like the movie Sinners. Right. But like I said, the team in here was called Saviors. Right. Like, look, what are you willing to do to make it? Right. You're the chosen one, but we gotta break y'all spirit. Right. Even if we'll give y'all the millions of dollars to distract y'all, but it was always about breaking the spirit. Right. He kept saying how bad you want it. You gotta be willing to kill for this. It was sell your soul if you really want to be part of the program. Right. Right. And really, that's what this society wants to do. They want to break Israel's spirit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then he said, if you want it, what are you willing to sacrifice for? Right. Then there was another part where I think the woman said, you're going to have to make a big sacrifice. Right. And what happened? They showed flashes of his family. Right. So he said, I got you. There you go. Now notice, a lot of celebrities, sports figures, Hollywood, music industry, what happens? Someone in their family close to them normally dies. Jennifer Hudson, prime example. Right. I'm even a little suspicious with Jay-Z's nephew. Right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody close to them. She said, you have to be willing to make a big sacrifice and show this family. Yep. I was like, first thing came to mind was Jennifer Hudson. God. And most celebrities, I know some brothers say, everything not a conspiracy. Just because they celebrities, people die also. But come on. A lot of stuff we know is a blood sacrifice. Right. It's definitely a blood sacrifice. And if you don't sacrifice a family member, you got to do the homosexuality. Right. the blood ritual. You got to do some kind of ritual.
Right.
But a lot of times it's a, and that's why she said, what are you doing? Oh no, she said you're gonna have to make a big sacrifice.
Right.
Because if you really, really want to make it to the top, do a blood sacrifice.
Right.
Look at Kanye.
Right.
Kanye said it. Kanye said, my mom's had to die for me to get this family.
Right.
The man told the man, he sacrificed his he said that I sold my soul to the devil.
Right.
It was a crappy deal, but at least it came with a little prize. It's like a Happy Meal or
Right.
something like that.
Mhm.
So Kanye told you
Yep.
he had to give up his mother.
Right.
And remember, that's where the big sacrifice comes in. Because his mother was like, you know, he had a real good relationship. She's the one that kind of pushed him.
Right.
And he said he had a real close relationship with his mother.
Right.
So if you want to be the top, you want to make it to the top, you got to make a big sacrifice. Fast forward to now, you know, he goes through all the training, he goes through all the speeches from Marlon Wayans. So now the lady comes along and says, what do you want to know? She said, are you willing to take it to the next level?
Right.
Right, and remember her last name was White.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I forgot her first name, but her last name was White.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, what do you want? So she said, I'm going to take you to a party.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they asked Marlon Wayans, are you going? And he said no, because Marlon Wayans understood this was his crossing over.
Right.
This is his time to sacrifice himself and cross over to the next level. So they get to this so-called party. It's a motel called the recreation.
Right.
But they had the and the creation shining separately.
Right.
So it's like recreation.
Right.
He's going to get recreated. Like Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones, right.
You know, they lay down in a coffin and become reborn.
Right.
And he was doing that. Remember, he was laying in some kind of chamber.
Right.
He was sleeping in some kind of chamber, and then they would open it up and wake him up. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Like that recreation, that being reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Being reborn into the satanic order.
Right.
And they did that clever with the lights on a hotel.
Right.
It was supposed to say like recreation, but it was recreation.
Right.
And their recreation is demonic ritual.
Right.
And eyes wide shut type parties. So they was playing with that recreation, you know, type spirit. So notice they go into a motel.
Right.
But then it's a secret part of the motel where they have it. The motel looked like some old beat up cheap motel from outside.
Right.
But inside it's a secret room where they're having this demonic ritual party.
Right.
So that reminds me.
It looks beat up outside, but it's lavish inside.
Right, exactly.
Right. And you see that in Manhattan. You see these old beat up buildings.
Yeah.
You go inside it, it's lavish, and there's stuff on the roof.
Yeah, chandeliers.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So that reminds me of Michael Jackson's song, Heartbreak Hotel.
Heartbreak Hotel, yeah.
Which, you know, a lot of people brought out that was really talking about Anton LaVey's Church of Satan.
Right.
But he was singing about the Church of Satan, but he called it the Heartbreak Hotel.
Right.
So that reminded me of that realm. So he gets in there, it's like this eyes wide shut type party.
Right.
It's just people don't have their faces covered.
Right.
So he sit down with all the big bosses, the top Illuminati family, right? And the big bosses, right? And they sit down, and what do? They drink blood.
Right.
And I think they drunk Marlon Wayans' blood.
Right.
They drunk Isaiah White's blood, because when Cam drunk his glass of blood down, Marlon Wayans got charged.
Right.
Because the demonic energy was shifting from him to him by drinking his blood.
Right.
And I know they really believe in that, like drinking such and such as blood, and you'll get his
the essence in it.
You'll get his essence. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, even the scriptures say blood is the life.
Right.
You know, it's the life force. So you know, drinking somebody's blood to be like that.
Right.
But it's all going back to these are the depths of Satan.
Right.
Thou hast not known the depths of Satan. It reminds me of that scripture. So this damn movie confounded me and Nalah, because we have not known the depths of Satan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rob Chow said they're not going to figure out this one.
We got him on this one.
We got him on this one. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Break it down. Do your breakdown. You're not going to figure it out.
You try to break
we put things only we know in there.
Right? So yeah, now
you didn't see the stuff we had on the wall. You don't know what that means.
Right. Right. So fast forward to almost towards the end.
Right.
So now he says, Marlon Wayans says, okay, he's got to cross another chamber. I'll call it a chamber.
Right.
Another chamber of the final level.
Right.
Because all these, when he drank the blood, those were all stages to the final level.
Right.
So, but he said, in order for you to be the chosen one, no, he said it can only be one chosen one.
Right.
And Marlon Wayans, he was the chosen one before him.
Right.
But that kind of put me in the mind of Satan is the chosen one of this world, God of this world. In order for us to get back to being the chosen, we got to defeat Satan. You know what I'm saying? That's like that little subliminal message.
Right.
Because there can only be one chosen.
Right.
Right? There's only one chosen. The scripture says 2 Samuel 7, what one nation in the earth is like the Lord's people.
Right.
Right? So it can only be one chosen. But, you know, Lucifer, the light bearer, or the illuminated one, he's the chosen of this world. He's the God and the light of this world. Right? So that was one chamber I saw with that. That can go into other chambers too. So he had to defeat Marlon Wayans. Right? And become the chosen one.
Right.
Also, it goes into like Yahushua with Satan in Luke 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yahushua had to overcome Satan to be the chosen one of the Most High, the chosen son of the Most High, the top chosen son of the Most High. Because Israel, we are the sons, but Yahushua is the top chosen son of the Most High. So, like, he overcame Satan in Matthew 4.
Right.
Right. So he gets through that. Right. And he gets like to the final round, right? Where they just really want him to like. Oh no! Before that, he sacrifices the doctor.
Right.
They sacrifice the doctor. They kill the doctor and chop his head off.
Right.
That's that big sacrifice.
Right.
Because him and the doctor had kind of developed a relationship.
Right. Right.
So basically, when to make it, you know, with the Illuminati in this society, you got to make that big sacrifice.
He was a lamb, the sacrificial lamb. Man.
Usually they tell you, you know, sacrifice somebody close to you and somebody that you really care about. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that dynamic.
And he was the least demonic out of the characters.
Yeah, he was the least demonic out of the characters. Yeah, you got to kind of get somebody innocent.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So finally, they try to get him to go to this final level and final round, but then he comes out of it, and he slaughters all of them, right? And I guess he don't cross over to make the deal. He slays all the demons, you know. So they did throw a little something that makes sense. Basically, you can't fall to the temptation of the devil. No matter how much they offer you. Because remember, they was like, oh, come on, do it, man. Do it, man. And then Yahushua said, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? So if I can get anything from it, it basically was, don't be willing to go to these certain levels of demonic sacrifice just to make it in this society. Just to have some cars and women and money. But he really wanted to take care of his family. And that's what they play on. Oh, you a poor nigga from, you know, come on and do it, man. That's why when Dave Chappelle said, Eddie Murphy's brother was like, oh man, come on, just do it, man. When they would tell him, we gotta smash you for the 50 mil. And Dave Chappelle's like, I'm not doing that. But it's like, come on, man. I think he said Eddie Murphy's brother told him something like, you think you ever gonna see that kind of money in your life? You know, where you come from, man, you ain't never gonna see that money in your life. But Chappelle was like, I'm not willing to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So basically at the end, it's he like slayed all the evil people. And the last demonic Edomite, even before he's about to die, he was still trying to convince him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shows you Esau, they're gonna go down kicking and screaming, trying to destroy us. Because we are the him. The him can also be Satan on the left-hand side. But the him was the guy Cam. The him is Israel, the chosen. Like Eddie Murphy, the golden child. The whole time you thought the golden child was the little Tibetan boy. But it was really Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy figured out he had to get the knife, and he was the chosen one. So the him the chosen ones is Israel.
Right.
And we got to defeat all the demonic temptations that's around us in this world to try to get us to sell out and make it and blend in with this society.
Right.
We got to overcome. It tells you in Revelation, they overcame Satan by the blood of the Lamb. I'm paraphrasing, right? So that was symbolic too, because you know he was killing them, and it was all the blood all on them.
Yeah.
But they said they overcame this world in Revelation. They overcame this world by the blood of the Lamb.
Right.
So in H.O.I, us Israel being the Hems, the chosen ones, we got to overcome this world. The evil, demonic temptations of this world.
Right.
You know, they had them with the fine women.
Right.
Women was all in the thong.
Yeah.
Looking good. Everything. Some nice actresses too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But man, you know.
Yeah,
shit, the average man is like, shit, I smash all of them.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Fine looking women.
Right.
Even the Edomite had a little cookie on her.
Right.
Right. But all that temptation is not worth selling your soul.
Right.
It's not worth it. But at the end of the day, it's basically I don't know if he's Israel, Tariq Withers.
Yeah, it's, you know, he's one of them. Mom is white, dad's
okay.
Dad is black.
At the end of the day, Rothschild.
Yeah.
Your ass ain't get completely away.
Right.
We picked up on something.
We
Right?
You didn't get the whole thing. Yeah, you could try.
Basically,
right.
You know, in a nutshell, the few main points and just if there was a gist of this damn movie that I got was this world is demonic as hell.
Right.
Esau is showing you how demonic he is.
Right.
It could have been subliminal messages they were sending to each other in the movie.
Right.
Some stuff I couldn't figure out.
Right.
the blood and the gore and the graphic sexual stuff. It just really, the movie is kind of, I just thought about another layer of something I could pick up on.
Right.
The movie is just basically Esau bragging.
Right.
This society bragging about how demonic and sick they are.
Right.
That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then the final jewel for us as a people, like I said, I guess it's some method to Jordan Peele's madness.
Right.
It's that we have to overcome the deeply satanic temptations and vices of this world, you know, to serve the Most High Yahweh.
Right.
And be the chosen ones.
Right.
You know, the nation of Israel. That's a little what I could get from it.
Right.
That damn Rothschild, man.
Right.
He's trying to confuse us with this one, man. Even Nalah, not to boast and brag.
Right.
But you know,
but we usually always break a movie down.
We know for the movie breakdowns. Other brothers break down movies too, not for bragging, but said not even them gonna get this one.
Right.
Not even that damn Zabach and Nalah gonna get this one.
Right.
Nalah's not gonna be able to go into none of his chambers on this. So, you know, we did pick something out of it.
Right.
But the spirit is, on a serious note, the spirit is, that's what I got for the first 20 minutes.
Right.
I said, this is just Esau showing how demonic he is.
Right.
And how for us to dodge the wiles of the devil. Right. You know what I'm saying? Basically, no matter what the temptation is, no matter what the reward is in this society, is not worth it.
Right.
And really, it can be a cautionary tale. Because it's like, look at the demonic shit you gotta do.
Right.
That you wanna do all that just to drive a nice car,
right,
live in a mansion? There's some sick shit.
Right.
Remember Cam, he was getting worn out.
Right.
The man was getting worn out, and he was like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
Man was confounded. And then he was like, what that got to do, because the movie was kind of bloody too.
Yeah, a lot of blood in it.
A lot of blood, and he's like, what that got to do with me throwing passes? The guy, they was hitting the guy in the face with the football.
Right. Every time somebody dropped the pass, they shot a football in his face, knocking his teeth out. Yeah.
And gore. And then one or two other things. They show you too, a lot of our people are a bunch of black demons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The guy that was shooting the football at him, you see he took his shades off?
Yeah,
He
Con.
had his shades on most of the time. He
Right.
took his shades on. He was looking all demonic.
Right, Con.
Now these niggas and Marlon Wayans, he was definitely the
Yeah, yeah, he
was
tapped
the
into
devil,
Satan,
man.
yeah.
And what he was trying to get Cam to do, he was trying to get him, he was breeding him.
Right.
He was basically saying, if you want to be the next great one like me,
Right.
you got to become me.
Right.
You got to do the same demonic stuff I had to do
Right.
and more. And
Right.
that's what they do in Hollywood. They groom him, man.
Right.
You know, and he probably tried to groom that actor Tariq offset.
Yeah.
Probably tried to groom him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because he's up and coming.
Yeah.
And Marlon Wayans been in the game for a while.
Right.
The movie might be based upon that too.
Right, God.
Now, he had to break him to get that part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Marlon Wayans, man, that guy he outside of his daughter becoming a man, trans, was the other way around.
Daughter becoming a
became
man. Yeah.
That guy is he is totally down with the sodomite agenda.
Right.
And Hollywood, they use a lot of our people. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't try to break that Tariq with this guy.
Yeah, cuz.
Offset or on the set. You know what I'm saying? But basically, the gist of it was, avoid the temptations of Satan.
Right.
Luke the 4th chapter, and thou has not known the depths of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Esau we in the last days, so he got nothing to lose.
Right.
I'ma just make a movie showing y'all I'm Satan.
Right.
I'm not hiding no more.
God.
You know what I'm saying? I bet Nalah and Zabach won't figure it out.
Right, God.
Him. By Shiba Mashiach. So that's my breakdown. One or two things might come to me.
Right.
Nalah, anything you want to go into that you could decipher? That's my time for now. Come and shop.
God. As we said, the movie is hard to break down. Just to give you some edification, this noise passed. The reason why, just to clarify, the reason why we said it's hard to break down, the movie didn't have any cohesion to it. Right. It wasn't consistent. Right. I thought, like, I had my idea. I thought he was going to have to sacrifice somebody to get in the NFL or something like that. But he's at this camp. It's just him going to the camp, and just a bunch of demonic stuff is happening. Right. So it's nothing really, it wasn't a story. Right. So that's what, because it wasn't a story, it didn't follow a linear timeline to a story that got to a destination. It's just him in this facility, and all this demonic stuff is happening. It's like, what do you break down? It's not a story to break down. It's just, this demonic thing happened, this demonic thing happened, that demonic thing happened. So like, damn, I'm not used to this. So I don't know what to break down. So that's the clarification of why it just got abstract, Secondly, I just throw in that I also noticed that Marlon Wayans' wife, I think that's supposed to be she also looked like a transgender. Right. She had a very weird look. Right. She wasn't even, she was a white woman, but she wasn't pretty. Right. She had this very strong face. And it felt like it was going into like some subliminal transgender. Right. Another.
Might have been a trans actor.
Yeah, it could be.
Have to look that actress up.
Yeah.
Was that the white woman that's supposed to be like the leader?
Right.
Is she supposed to be his wife?
Yeah. Another thing I noticed is that the movie kept having this dude like, I felt like it's going into mind control. Because he kept having hallucinations. Right. So I'm like, that was a large part of the movie, because that's what also made it abstract, because you can't, it was hard to keep up with, is he hallucinating or is this happening? You know what I'm saying? Right. It kept flipping back and forth between hallucination and reality and hallucination. The shit started bugging you out in the theater. Like, is he hallucinating or this? So those hallucinations was bugging it out. And one more thing about the movie, and then I'll add another point after that, something outside the movie, is the movie had a vibration. It's like when we are sitting in the theaters, the movie is having a vibe. The vibe just felt demonic, straight through. When you watch the movie, it's like, the vibe in this movie is just this straight up demon. It don't even have any, it don't have any range of emotion. It's just like you sitting and watching, having a demonic experience. Right. And because it was like that, if you notice in the theaters, usually in the theaters when a movie's good like that, you'll hear laughter, you hear like, oh my God. everybody was pretty much quiet through the whole movie. Because it's like, they were like, I got the vibe like, what the hell are we watching?
Right.
Nobody was saying anything, but the silence was speaking loud. It was like, nobody's having any reaction to anything because everything is damn abstract and satanic. It's not following any type of order.
Right.
You know, it's just like, where's this going? Right. So, the movie was just a vibe. Everybody left the theater like they were like dizzy, like there's no conversation. Usually if the movie's real good, people will leave the theater. Yo, I see that, blah, blah, blah. They'll start chattering. Everybody left the theater quiet. Because they're like, what the fuck was that?
Right.
But one thing outside of the movie, going into Sacrifice, there's this singer up-and-coming singer named David from Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And he was dating this 12-year-old girl, and she went missing for a couple of years. Right. And they found, I don't know if you heard about that, they found her chopped up in his trunk.
She's 15 now.
Yeah, 15. Yeah. And they found her chopped up in his trunk. And he had a movie called, a song called Celeste, and that's her name. Mm-hmm. And they found out in the autopsy they got the same tattoo of the sh on their fingers. Mm-hmm. So that's an opening story, and a lot of people are, you know, the internet gonna speculate that was a sacrifice he had to make because he's up and coming singer. Because that's a strange thing to have the girl, a body chopped up in your trunk of your car and just to leave it sitting there. Right. It's a very strange thing for a girl. Like somebody had to chop a human body up and put it in the trunk and leave it there. That's all intentional behind it. Right. It's a very strange way to die. So we'll say that's a pending story. So that sounds like some type of sacrifice for him.
But see, like that does kind of tie into the movie.
Yeah.
Because, when they went to the Heartbreak Hotel,
right?
They cut off the doctor's head.
Right, Khan.
That it goes that dismemberment.
That dismemberment body.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, I never heard of the guy David.
Yeah, he's up and coming.
Until this story came out.
Right.
But I was like, that's real weird.
Yeah, it's a weird story.
First of all, you was dating her when she was 12.
Yeah.
And you had
that's going in that pedophilia.
And then they might have told him, look, see, as much as we said it's unbreakable,
right,
certain things do tie in and make sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting to those kind of demonic levels.
Right.
Remember before when somebody, Kanye West's mom died in a surgery.
Right.
Right. But the doctors probably killed her.
Right.
You know, Jennifer Hudson's family, they got shot up.
Right.
They claim it was the nephew.
Right.
The nephew shot up the family. But now it's like you gotta do, like, when I really think about it, it kind of does tie in with the movie.
Right.
Because you gotta do like these awkward, weird, extra satanic sacrifices to make it.
Right,
That's kind of what the movie was going into. Like, you know, outside of the no storyline or whatever.
Right.
But the spirit is getting so demonic in these last days. Maybe they're showing us like, look, it's hardcore demonic activity you gotta do now.
Right, God.
To make it.
They want that Jeffrey Dahmer spirit on you.
Yeah, they want that blood sacrifice on you heavy, man. Because I noticed like too, like a lot of social media influencers are dying.
Yeah.
And they be young.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, young.
In their 20s.
Yeah. And a lot of them just get sick.
Yeah.
A lot of them be dying from these sicknesses.
Right.
Now, notice in the movie too, they kept injecting them.
Right.
And you don't know what, you know.
Right.
Remember, Ice Cube made an album, Lethal Injection.
Right.
They said, look, you just give a body. CIA known for that.
Right.
If somebody is shot, they dead. Make their heart stop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just they're showing us like Satan is just like, look, it's my final hour.
Right. God.
This is me. You know, David, you got to get a 12-year-old girl, groom her for 3 years, and then you're going to chop her up, man.
Right, God.
How bad you want to make it?
Right.
Well, how far you want to go?
Right.
You got to do a big sacrifice. So it kind of does tie in like with what are the themes of the movies?
Right.
It was like themes crossing them over each other.
God.
But it was like you got to just do this extra heavy. You can't have it to where, you know, somebody, we're going to make it like your family member got shot. Right. That's really a blood sacrifice.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. Jam Master Jay.
Right.
He was 50 Cent sacrifice.
Right.
Right. But they made it look like a drug shoot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be into pedophilia.
Right.
You gotta chop bodies up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All kinds of demonic stuff, man.
Right, come.
And going back, that's a heavy point you made about it was supposed to be a football camp.
Right.
I ain't never seen no football camp look like that.
Right, way out in the desert.
And remember, in they had the all CNI.
Right.
Marlon Wayans kept saying he's gonna go watch some film.
Right.
Watch some tape.
Right.
Gonna watch tape. I'm thinking he's talking about tape of old games.
Right. Right.
When they finally showed him, it was an all CNI in the middle of a crowd of people.
Right.
Almost like, you know, we're watching the world.
Right.
But he kept saying, I'm gonna watch. Normally, when you make that saying in sports, that means you're gonna watch old footage. They watch old footage of games,
right,
to keep them on their game. You know,
right.
A lot of times coaches do that,
right,
and players. But I thought every time he kept saying tape, I'm thinking he's watching old games,
right.
But when and notice he had a screen on top of the ceiling,
right,
and when it showed it was a black all-seeing eye, it looked like an eye. Mm-hmm. It was a black all-seeing eye with people around it.
Right.
Like almost like that Illuminati spirit. Mm-hmm. We're watching the world.
Right.
Like it tell you in Job, they're the eagle. Mm-hmm. And they sit on the crag of the rock.
Right.
On top of the rock looking down at the earth. And the people on the earth are their prey.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting. And yeah, Jake got spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's watching a game through the window.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. And it's similar to the movie because it's going.
Similar to the movie.
It's going into sports. He's acting like Marlon Wayne.
He's going into sports. Yeah.
He acting like Marlon Wayne. You can't make this up.
I think he's watching a game through the window.
Yeah. Monday Night Football. He probably.
I heard him say something about
touchdown. Yeah. He watching Monday Night Football.
So you can't make this up.
Yeah.
The man's watching Monday Night Football. He got spirits on him.
Yeah.
He got that Marlon Wayans spirit.
Right.
You can't make this up.
Yeah. This is manifested right. That's what.
Manifested right in front.
Because he said that. I was about to mention that earlier because I heard him, but you were in the zone. Yeah.
He's like, come on.
Yeah.
So you can't make this up. That's Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
Popped out of the movie.
Right.
Right. That's the most I did that.
Yeah.
Was to make some kind of sense in this.
Yeah. God. So, he sound like Marlon Wayans.
The training camp actually was like some kind of demonic realm.
Right.
It was almost like they were trying to make Cam a demon.
Right.
Before he even started playing.
Right.
Like damn. Like, all right. Normally you make the sacrifice, then you sign a deal, then you start building up. Your name start getting big. They blow you up. You get all the sponsorships.
Right.
But it's like he went to some demonic training camp.
Right.
Like, they wasn't training him on football. They was training him to be a demon.
Con.
You know like, even before he did the selling out, like, you be just going.
Yeah.
And the training camp looked like some kind of demonic a stadium or something.
Yeah. Con.
It looked real. It was all quiet and fans.
And it's in the middle of nowhere.
And it was in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the desert, yeah.
So it actually wasn't.
Right.
Because if you notice, the first Yeah, you can't make this up.
Yeah, like a devil.
Yeah, you can't make this up.
Yeah, a red devil. Yeah.
Can't make this up.
Yeah.
With all red on.
Yeah.
Right. So it was almost like, we're just taking him to this demonic chamber, and we're gonna do some training in football because it had like that Hollywood vibe to it.
Right.
Also with Marlon Wayans' wife and all the women, and they had that like celebrity Hollywood effect to it too, right? But they just went the demon buck.
Right.
Like just make him a demon before he even throw the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? And no football training camp looks like that.
Right.
It don't look like that. And last but not least, the more I talk, I can think of different things. But last but not least, in the football camp, they had the all-seeing eye in the pyramid.
Right.
So it was really like an illuministic demonic realm.
Right.
More so than a damn football training
Exactly.
camp. So basically like
a porthole to hell.
Going back to the David guy, like you just gotta be a top demon and rich before you even sell your first million albums.
Right.
Before you get your real first deal, you just gotta be a trained demon.
Right.
And it's art imitating life.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, you know what? Most High is showing us through movies
Right.
just really how demonic
Right.
this world is.
Mhm.
He saw us like, hell, I'm the devil. I might as well let everybody know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, him, Bahashim Mashiach.
By Shimmer Mashiach.
We still pulled something
We
up out of
still
it.
made something out of it.
Still said, a rum child, you're not as slick.
Yeah, we made water into wine.
Right,
man.
we made water into wine. So,
Right.
That's all I could think of.
God.
You know, we are the chosen ones, overcome the temptations of the devil, and receive the kingdom of heaven. Oh,
Right.
and Salakia. Notice on the sign, they'll see it when you show it.
Right.
Notice he got like clouds behind him,
Right.
but it almost looked like he got wings.
Right. Yeah, con.
But, you know, he got the blood on him,
Right.
and the women are bloody.
Right.
But the cloud, it kind of looked like those masks they had on.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call those masks.
Yeah.
Masks they have on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know, but it looked like it's him. He's the chosen one.
Right.
We got to try to destroy him.
Right.
And surround him with demonic forces and energy.
Right.
Because he's the chosen one.
It like
Smoke,
it looks like angel wings.
yeah, the smoke kind of looks like angel wings in the
Right,
background.
right.
Like he can be an angel of righteousness.
Right.
Or we can turn him into one of our angels of one of our messengers of Satanism and death.
Right.
So it's a subliminal in the poster also.
Right.
Because like you said, it almost looked like angel wings.
Right.
And him is supposedly the chosen one.
Right.
Or he got to defeat Marlon Wayans to become the chosen one.
Right.
Which Marlon Wayans is like a devil type figure
God.
in the movie. But him. By Shimmer
By Shimmer Mashiach.
Come here, Shala.
Call me a shala.
So we took out of it what we could.
Right. We made lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, he's still.
And that's still Marlon Wayans, yeah.
Marlon Wayans.
And he's acting like Marlon
Acting
Wayans.
like Marlon Wayans in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's watching Monday Night Football. Tonight
Right.
is Monday.
Yeah.
He's watching Monday Night Football.
Right.
You can't make this
You
up.
can't make this up.
So, all praise to the Most High, Mashiach H.O.I, Priest Zabach,
Brother Nalah.
Brother Nalah on the camera. We got something out of this one, y'all. Watch
Right.
it. It's still interesting.
Right.
See what you get out of it. Maybe some things we didn't catch. You know, you can mention it in your commentary. Maybe y'all can figure out some kind of
Right.
continuing storyline.
Right.
Right. But you know, that's the continuing story.
Yeah, he's acting like Marlon Wayans did in the movie.
Man acting like Marlon Wayans in the movie. Y'all.
Right.
Yeah, just go watch the game on the TV.
Yeah.
But anyway, all praise to the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. You know, even when we watch a movie that is all over the place, we still gonna pull something out of it through the Spirit. The Spirit still gonna give us something. So all praise to the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. Priest Zabach again.
Brother Nalah.
Kwame Ashana, we still got next. Hallelujah. Bring it out. All the camps in Yahweh and Yahushua throughout the four corners of the earth. The Hymn movie review by Shimmer Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.